Well, hello everyone from the Unlimited Wisdom community and family. I love and appreciate each and every one of you. Hi, Deborah Bronner. Hi, Scott, Dustin, Shelley, Melody, Mary, Sandy, Deborah Grady, and my wife Terry, and of course the hostess with the mostest, CJ, Craig Jackman. And today's video will just be named Vision. Vision, which I got an acronym of that years ago and haven't used it, seems like forever. But vision inspires success in others now. Vision inspires success in others now. So the whole concept behind vision is just every once in a while, I feel that each and every one of us should take inventory. I talked a little bit about this yesterday. Take inventory of all the things that you're doing, what you're looking going for, and sort of go, hey, does this look like the things that I really need in my future? For some of you that know some of this stuff, in the six-phase meditation, you're supposed to put yourself in a very emotional imagination of what you want your life to look like 3 years from now. What's going on with you and the people that you love? Where are you at? Where are you visiting? What are you doing? Hi, Sarah. Thanks for jumping on here. And so, with that being in that deal, one of the things I thought about this morning, and in my quiet and prayer time, I told Terry that my prayer time was way longer today than normal, only because when I opened up my eyes, there was a mama with all her babies in our front yard, and they were just cruising around, just eating. So it was fun to watch all these little babies, what did I say?
You didn't say what animal.
Oh, ducks. Okay. But it was really interesting because I was looking at all these little ducklings and I'm going like, they're just all learning at their own pace. And for some of you, I'm not bragging when I say this, but when we bought this property, I made Terry a big waterfall in the front yard, and it's pretty crazy. And what's amazing is over when the ducklings get a little older, it's crazy to me that she takes them over by the water that's flowing down that waterfall. And like Terry says all the time, it's amazing for how small they are, how freaking quick they are. So they're just out there. Then all of a sudden the water starts pulling them, and then bzzz, they get this little bzzz. It's funny how funny they can move very 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 quickly. Hi Scott, thanks for jumping on here. Lisa Marie, I think I said hi. Funny video today, Lisa Marie with Freddie in the swing. That was hilarious. So anyway, what I want to share with you guys really quickly is, you sort of take an inventory of everything that you're doing, everything that's taking your time, maybe even sometimes what you're doing to focus on maybe generating income to give you a better lifestyle or more freedom. And then what you do is you just get to refocus. You know what I mean? So it is pretty interesting how you can have a target really, really, really focus on one thing, and then all of a sudden you just pull it back and you change your focus. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't want anyone to read into this, but I believe and always have believed that as I change my focus and my vision, there's always things that come out of nowhere to say, yep, so there's a thing called deja vu. I know that some of you, if you don't know what that is, that's a moment in time where you actually go into this weird feeling, wait a minute, I think I've been here. I think I experienced this before. What is that? And, a lot of people could have a different definition of that, just like they would on love or success or happiness or whatever. But let me tell you what deja vus are for me. Deja vus for me is basically the universe, God telling me that I'm on the right track. And here's how I always explain it. Back before they had GPS, hi, Coach Bob. Some of you will definitely know this, but you take off and you're going someplace, And all of a sudden, your speed just starts slowing down a little bit because you got this feeling, am I going in the right direction? I don't know. And you might be talking to people in the car and it seems no one knows. And then sometimes the next thing is, maybe we should pull over, talk to someone, look for a gas station, find out if we're going in the right direction or not. And for me, what deja vu is I've never, it's funny, I've never ever AI'd that. I will after this. And all of a sudden, what you do is all of a sudden you're going like, I really believe I'm lost. And you're really slowing down. And then all of a sudden, you see a sign, and the sign says, 278 miles to Las Vegas. And that's the way you were going. And so you get this relief, and you're like, all of a sudden your speed picks up because you go, oh, I am going on the right direction, on the right interstate or whatever. And those were sort of the feelings that I've been resonating with recently. So I'll share with you just a random thing I was telling Terry. And some of you I know will feed a lot into it, and some of you won't, and that's good. But all the post said in writing and text is it said, wow, I woke up this morning extremely rested and at peace because I wasn't up all night trying to close volume. And it said, in the next sentence, it says, to not have to log into a back office and see all of it at zeros is such a nice feeling. And me in the past, I would have looked at that and went, that doesn't bother me at all. It's just what I do because I know the closing of the month, the next big check is coming, right? So, but it was pretty interesting to read that because you wonder, is this the direction I want to go? Is it really the dream and the vision of what I want for my life 3 years from now? Right? And so when I see some of the stuff that Matt's doing right now, I think that each and every one of you get this, but I'm really, 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 really getting excited about promoting for my son, and the other things that he's come out with, it didn't seem to have this click to it. But now all of a sudden, doing the viral video memes, it's like there's people that are reaching out to me and they're like going, what's going on? How do I participate in this? What's happening? Blah, 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 right?
Open your wallet.
And Matthew, thanks for jumping on. So that part has really been exciting for me because anytime I can help my sons and the people that I love, I'm going to do it. But the other thing is, okay, so and Matt's actually, he'll confront me with this stuff all the time. And he's going, okay, Dad, what direction are you going? What's going on with you? And from the time that I had the thought, which is probably now, oh my God, I still would, let's just say past 20 years. I don't even remember. But it's like unlimited wisdom has always been this thing that was given to me that I know was just something that would build a very, very, very large community. I'm talking about millions of people that were all there to help each other. And, it's on a biblical side, it's like there's a story of King Solomon. And King Solomon was a person after his heart and God's heart. And he, so God basically shared with him, because you've done all this stuff for me, you can have whatever you want. I'll give you anything. And it's funny, I should really look up and go through that story. I'll do that for Sunday. And this Sunday coming up, Master's Mind. And he said, I want wisdom. I want all the wisdom that you have. And God responded, because you asked for wisdom, you will have everything. And so it is very important to look for wisdom. And of course, the word unlimited comes from is really twofold. From the community, because, two minds are better than one, three minds are better than two. So you have that infinite wisdom because two or more joined together. There I am in the midst, right? So that's what Napoleon Hill talked about, the sixth sense is this infinite wisdom that's among us when we're in a master's mind. And also the word unlimited is because where we're getting that unlimited wisdom from, that infinite mind, right? So me personally, I know what I need to do to get unlimited wisdom where it needs to be to bring in the income to really take care of the orphans and the people I want. And that's a very, very simply a decision I needed to make, which is each and every day, talking to a big group of new people that have never heard about unlimited wisdom. What does it have? And I think that each and every one of you could have your own personal story of what unlimited wisdom is not only a community, but also, the things that we've been able to do together, including me working directly with you. And so it's just now time, January, July 1st, is a full the birthday month of unlimited wisdom. So, on the 24th will be a year old, but I'm counting it today. And you guys will really, really see me making a lot of changes to unlimited wisdom, but also you're going to see me really, really being in the forefront of, you guys can always, I hope you would brag about this, but you guys in a year from now will be able to tell people, hey, listen, here's a screenshot when there was only 14 people on a Zoom. There was only 14 people. I got to spend time with this family and this community and Robert and Terry for the first year, all just us. But it can't stay that way. It just cannot stay that way. And me leaning forward in the master's mind, and now I look at all the stuff that we put in. It's like this is not to be offensive in any way, shape, or form, but each and every one of you have something within you that you have a voice that the world needs to hear. And I got to get you to start sharing that. So when I see from the time that I met Sandy Baker to who she is today, or Deborah Grady from the first time that I met her, or Melody, a lot of you, when I see who you were when I met you and who you are today with your voice to the world, it makes me want to cry because I know that you're tapping in, you're tapping into something that's only going to make you, I remember Sandy, first of all, saying she would never do a video. She would never ever put her face on a video. But even when she did, it was, a couple of second video. And now I was laughing today when I was watching some of Sandy's videos, and it's like, Sandy, a minute and a half? Like, really? And so, Lisa Marie and Sari, all of you guys. So we need to do that for others. But here's the point that I want to make is that if there's something in your life that just seems to be, and this is the goal for you to find, this is your vision. There's something that you do that's effortless, that you enjoy doing, and you get love and joy and happiness out of doing that thing that the majority of the world suffers with. They suffer. And I was thinking about this with Terry because, you know, we all joke about this, but it's not a joke. But Terry, you know me, I got like 5 or 6 pages of all these goals I want to achieve in my life when I go to my first 5 day seminar, you know, and I go over and I look at Terry's and she's like, I want to get married. I want to be a good wife, and I want children, and I'm going to be a great mom. And it's like,
Just messing around.
but you're not messing around because when when Terry talks about getting pregnant and then when she was pregnant and then after she had children, she looks at every moment of it as incredible joy. That's her love language. She still treats the people that she loves like, but she enjoys that. She enjoys family and she enjoys her, having kids, raising kids. And I think that if you looked at the rest of the world, wouldn't you say that the rest of the world sort of teaches people that, oh my God, you know, why would you just be a homemaker? Why would you just be a wife? Why would you just be a mom? It's like, why would you just be a grandma? What's wrong with you? Right? And then you have the pointing finger. And then you have the other group of people that it's really crazy that Terry just goes nuts when she hears this, where it's like, these women that you can tell mentally from their mind that they can't hold it together because they just don't have any me time. So someone got in their head and told them that, children and your husband are secondary, thirdary, that you got to have your own me time and you got to also go out with your girlfriends and have this partying me time, to get away from your husband and your kids and your family. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? And every time Terry sees that, she does the finger thing. Matt, hurry up and get that graphic done. Stop goofing off.
About 40 pounds less.
Sandy's like, come on, come on. But it's amazing. Terry said that she's seen someone do that girl today, and it was hilarious because she says, there's some really scummy uplines out there and MLM, and I'm pointing them out. It's like, but that could be everything. But there's something that Terry has that she could share with women that are trying to get pregnant or once they are pregnant, once they do have children, that we do know, and this is one of the things that I'm really going to push moving forward, is there's always these group of people that still don't know what percentage it is because no one knows. But it's like, hey, do you know that 90% of success and happiness is mindset and 10% is actually doing it? Well, listen, no one knows the percentage. And I'll tell you why they don't know the percentage. Because everyone here is unique. Proclaim your uniqueness. So it might be 0% mindset for some people. I doubt if it is. But for some people, I just say this statement is if you take someone that possesses all the skills and talents, every skill, every talent, known as the best, there's a term that you hear in everything, and that's called choking. They choked, right? So how does an athlete or a group of athletes or someone that's a writer all of a sudden getting into what is it called? I was thinking a writer's cramp, but I don't think that is it a cramp? I don't know.
Writer's block.
Writer's block, right? Or we watch people that go through where their whole life and their careers like on this momentum just like, gee whiz. And then all of a sudden it isn't. You know what I mean? So we watch people that go through this incredible momentum in their life where it seems like everything, it would be what's her name? Sophie, or I don't remember. Yeah. But Cunningham. But it's like I look at her and I heard about her way before this happened. And I don't know if you guys know this. I'll just give you a couple of things on her. Um, she played in high school on the boys football team. She's like a black belt in martial arts. She was varsity in every sport in junior high and high school. Just a cold stone tomboy, man. Holy cow. And so she's got this confidence about her that they said that she kept saying to the coach all the time that she was a place kicker. But what she would tell people is they were telling her at the beginning, well, you outkick every boy that we can find, so we're going to allow you on the team. But when you kick the ball, you got to come off the field. And she said, then I'm not playing. And they go, what do you mean? She says, because after I kick the ball, the guy that gets it needs to get tackled. And the guy was going, what is wrong with you? And she said, my stats are based on how long I kick the ball, how far I kick the ball, but it's also based on the return. That all my kicks that I kicked, there's X yards that the person brought the ball back. And that needs to be a negative number. So after she kicked the ball, she's running past people on her team, to make sure that this guy gets tackled. And I'm going like, holy cow. So I heard about her the second that the other girl, Clark,
Caitlin Clark.
got into it because there was girls that was picking on her, and this is like Dennis Rodman for my years of growing up. It's like Dennis Rodman was the guy that was going to make sure that people didn't play around with Michael Jordan. If you did, you're going to be in trouble. So, but that's, what I believe happened to her is what I believe now is going to happen with Unlimited Wisdom. And also, believe it or not, part of the people that are involved with Unlimited Wisdom, and Matt, that, there becomes a time when you know that you need to figure out what your voice is and you need to stop effing around and you need to get the voice out. People need to hear your voice because your voice will very simply prove to the people in the world that, wow, I never ever thought that I could talk to people. I never ever thought that I could, connect with strangers. I never ever thought that I could do a video or an audio. See, all of this stuff is like, if you really got it down to where the rubber meets the road, it's us getting through things that the majority of the people haven't gone through yet. And we need to go through that test to be a testimony that they can do it as well. Thank you, Craig. Man, that is a snap right there. So all of us are not done yet. I don't care how old you are or what you've been through or some of the awful years that you had. It's this moment in time where we move forward so that we can make decisions in the future. Like, I know the world tries to scare us, right? But you guys, there's no way that any of you could even guess what I not only Googled, but I AI'd today. There's no way that you guys could guess because you guys know that I'm a pretty positive person. But last night I found out that there was another person that said that 9/11 was something that was supposed to happen to the United States, and she beat the 15-year incumbent in Colorado. So there's some weird people that are getting elected right now. And so guess what I Googled? I go in history, how long has it taken communism to take over the Soviet Union or Vietnam or China or Cuba? Guess what the answer was? Months to a couple of years. Now, I don't know what's going to happen. I just want the freedom and the money to be able to take care of my family. Do I really believe that that entire cities can just have no police and no prisons? See, that sounds ridiculous, right? But holy shit. So I can either be scared about it or I can be prepared about it. Are you guys following me? So I feel this little weirdness that's happening, and I'm going like, man, I just, it's just bizarre. It's a bizarre time to live where I'm glad that Terry and I, even though we said afterwards that it wasn't a good experience, but we went and got to spend some time in New York and walked through Times Square and looked all around. And so we can check that off the list because I sure don't want to go to New York if all the prisons are closed and it's like when I say that stuff, don't you guys just go, and you guys know I don't do scare tactics. You ask Matt or anyone that's close to me, I'm usually the guy that says, that's bullshit. That'll never happen. So now, regardless of what party you're in, the response should not be, well, we have a big tent. We're just going to let these people in. So I thank God that there's a few small group of people in that party that's going, no, we're fighting. We're going to make sure that this doesn't change. But I'm just like going, holy cow, right? But how do you stand up to negativity? You be the light. You step into the light, you be the light, and you share with people an alternative. If everyone right now is just seeing ugliness and darkness, you know what I mean? I'll leave you guys with this because it blew my mind. There was a cool meme out there, and it showed a news broadcast like 40 years ago. And it was the woman on a national TV station, NBC, and she was talking about the weather. And all she said, same degrees. All she said, wow, what a beautiful day in a majority of the United States. People in this area right here, they're going to have to be a little prepared, but what a beautiful sunny day. And then it went to same degrees. Terry says this all the time. So, today, well, watch out. There's 123 million people in the heat dome.
It's summer.
And it's in the heat dome. And man, 123 million people are in a place of getting just destroyed.
Hello.
And Terry's going like, it's
fucking summer.
It's summer.
People complain in Arizona. It's so hot. It's so hot. It's Arizona.
But getting back to the vision, you guys are going to see a lot of changes that are going to happen, and I'm going to do my very best on the daily wisdoms to be able to share with you what we're going to do, what we're going to launch. And like I said yesterday, I'm really, really open to hearing anything that you guys think would be able to help other people. But the reason that I'm going to really step in and get the My goal has always been, my vision has always been, vision inspires success in others now, to have a million people active. And in my career, I got to 758,000, and now it's time to go to a million. So Unlimited Wisdom is a community of people, like-minded people that want to help people, love people, and help them get their voice to the world that would help other people, right? So I just believe in the darkness that there's, Unlimited Wisdom is a better time than it ever has been for us to be in a community of people that can't wait to be in a community together. You know what I mean? So I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for jumping on. Matthew, thank you so much for jumping on. Hannah and Ez in the background. Lisa Marie, say hi to Freddie. That video is hilarious. Sarah, Deborah Bronner, Scott, Dustin, Shelly, Melody, I love you. Jim, Mary, Coach Bob, Sandy, Deborah Grady, my lovely wife Terry, and CJ, Craig Jackman, the hostess with the mostest. So, Craig, I know you got some announcements for the rest of the week. Please share.
All right. Yes. Thank you so much. And we got a lot of things happening, of course, every single day of the week. And that will be starting tomorrow, Thursday. Breakthroughs, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. Friday, just as well as Tuesdays and Wednesdays, we got live daily wisdoms, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. Saturday, Ask Us Anything, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. Sunday, Master's Mind, noon Pacific, 3 Eastern. I love playing with that echo. Monday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern. It's recess, or it's recess. And it's fun that we get together and just chat. And then we start right back over Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday with daily wisdoms, just like we are doing today. So there's a couple of things in the chat. Go ahead, and if you want to save the chat, click the three dots in the meeting chat and then click Save Chat. It'll download to your computer as we conclude. Thank you guys so much for joining us here on Daily Wisdom. And don't forget tomorrow, Breakthroughs. Love and appreciate you. And until next time, be good to yourselves. Be cash. Bye-bye. I'm going to go ahead and unmute. We can all say so long together. Take care.
Thanks so much. Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Have a great,
Love you guys.
have a great Wednesday. Take
Have a
care.
great Wednesday. Bye.